There we go. Where's Trev? What's going on? Where's Trev? I got home in time and nothing again. Okay, let's see here. Oh, no. Frickin' Mike keeps doing this all the time. Well, yeah. At least I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. Look at me go. Are people going to come into the stream? Probably. Maybe. But I'm going to play with this anyway. Because I got my books. Oh my God, did I get some books? Yep, I got books. And I got some, not just books, I got my free books. And I got posters. So I asked my guy Brian at my LCS, which is Worlds Collide. I said, hey man, you going to give me that EC blood type poster that you got hanging up in the front window? And he goes, yeah, I guess I can give that one to you. And I said, what else you got? He says, oh, I got some other ones too. Oh, there's one really cool one in here. I guess the Marvel. Yeah, Fantastic Four. It's an Alex Ross poster. So I can hang stuff up behind me there. Yeah, Tina, I didn't plan on going live, but I saw that Trev wasn't going live. So yeah, I think this is the cover of one of their books. It's upside down. Yep, sure is. Boom, 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 boom. Alex Ross goodness. Yeah, that'll look good up on the wall. I don't always go in for posters just because I don't have that much wall space, but what the hell? Thumbs up. I'm not smashed, right? Because I can put those in now. Yep. Oh, that's how you do it. So you just click it a second time and it disappears. All right. I got this figured out now. See? Learning. Yeah, I didn't advertise or nothing. Just got home, figured Trev would be on. He's not. So here I am. So I got to do the bag and board and BS and all that good stuff all by myself. That's fine. I got posters. I got books. Jesus, we got a big stack today. Boy, oh boy. Is that Eddie from the Bat Cave? Hey, Eddie. Hey, Eddie from the Bat Cave. Hope you're doing okay on this new comic book day. Get yourself some good books. Yeah, I got quite a stack today. And I got some Jenny Frison goodness. I got some variants, only because James Tynan put out a new book today. What the heck's it called again? It's on the bottom somewhere here. It's the Exquisite Corpses. See, now, this is what James Tynan does the best. He does freaking horror books. So that's what he should stick with, since he's good at it. Have any of these things bag boarded or put in order or nothing yet. I don't know what I did last time. I think I might have bag boarded and threw them up at the same time. Yeah, that can save some time here since I'll only be on till 6, I guess, as well. Since Trev's not here, I'm taking over. This is now the alternate bags and boarding and BS show. You can see I put up a couple of slab holders on the wall behind me so I can put various slabs up there when I want to. Hey, Richard. How you doing? There's Richard. All right. Oh, sweet. See, I'm learning the controls now. Yeah, no Trev. So you're stuck with the voice instead. Instead of Trev, I am the poor substitute for Trev. All right. I might as well fire some books up here while I'm bagging and boarding. So I got my Miles Morales number 33. It's been a while since we've had a Miles Morales book. Good old Cody Ziegler. I like Cody Ziegler. He's doing some good stuff there. How is Mr. White doing? Mr. White Walker's doing okay. He's doing okay today. This is supposed to be a key of some type. Spider-Verse versus Venomverse. I think on Key Collector app, it talked about something, some new spider characters. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of them right across the top. So it's not only the new characters, but it's also their cover appearance too. So that's okay. I'm okay. Yeah, see, Tina's okay here to be with the voice. You know, I'm a good substitute. Absolute Batman. Loving this series. Everything to do with the Absolute universe, I am digging it. I think some of the posters are absolutes too. I don't know what that one is. Yeah, this one I've got the Superman Unlimited. I guess that's the next one that's going to be coming up. So I got that big ass giant poster. Nice. That looks good. Got Crypto in there and a couple other characters I don't know. So yeah, I'm not going to have enough wall space for this sucker. I don't know where I'm going to put these things. They're freaking massive. And I got an, is that all in? Or is that Justice League? I think that's Justice League. Yeah, got me some Wonder Woman action on that one. This is the sideways. So some of the posters are face up and some are sideways. I like that one. That's pretty cool. So that's the Justice League. See, my LCS, he gets all these posters in to put up in the store for promotion. So he gets a ton. Yeah, my door maybe. That's actually a great idea, Tina. I've got a Diablo poster on the outside. The inside, I've just got a cork board up because my son smashed the living shit out of this door. So I got to replace it. Actually, the good door is sitting outside leaning one of the multitudes of projects. Yeah, you know what? I was actually thinking, because my ceiling is absolute shit. This is probably asbestos tiles up here. So I might have to do something with the ceiling. My wife was actually saying that. Not only the ceiling, she actually came up with an idea is why not have comic books and stuff on the floor and then lay plexiglass on top of the floor so you can actually look at the books, yet not damage them through the floor. TM. Yeah. I was waiting where you were going with that. Some of those posters are face up. Yeah. Saying it's not safe for YouTube. Yeah, I got myself a 1 in 25 variant today too. And he had $25 on it. So I picked it up off the shelf and I said, come on, Brian, what are you doing? He goes, yeah, that's for the rubes. He goes, you don't pay that. I went, really? So 1 in 25. I said, what am I paying for it? He opens up the book on the back. He goes, you're paying cover price for this. And I went, yeah. So this is when it's good to be hanging out and know your LCS owner, you know, and spend some money with them. You get some perks on occasion. So coming up here, you'll see it in a minute. So 1 in 25 of Exquisite Corpses for cover price. Now that is a freaking comic book store worthy of going to over and over again. And again, I'm just, you know, I got the One World Under Doom, Energon Universe. Yeah, I'm all over the place here. I got Image. I think Marvel got a fair amount of books this week. I think DC is the one that I got the least amount. So yeah, treat your LCS nice and they will treat you well too. So, you know, I'm glad that my other LCS pissed me off to the point where I left them, because now this new LCS, I've been getting perks, free books, posters, 1 in 25 variants at cover price. Like, oh, it's worth the 10-15 minute drive through bullshit traffic to get to it just for those perks. So you know what, I'm okay with driving over there. By the time my train got in, it was around a little after 4. So by the time I roared over there and got home, I actually made it home in record time. And I thought Treb's show was listed on his channel, but I think it was the one from last week that I saw. So love me my ghost machine. You got the Geiger. Yeah, Tina. When you get an LCS that takes care of you, you patron them, right? Right, Eddie? That's what you do. You take care of your people. The Hive. This one I've been really enjoying too. It's a good series. So I'm sticking with this one. I think number 1 just came out with a 3rd printing. I was going to grab that one today, but I did not. So that's pretty good. Jeff Lemire and the Phantom Road. This is back again. Such a weird, alternate universe kind of story. It's almost like, what's that TV show? Stranger Things. It's kind of like that with the alternate universe in it. But Jeff Lemire, Canadian boy. So I'm all in for that. My beloved Transformers. There's supposed to be new Transformers in this issue too. There was nothing on Key Collector about what's going on with them, but new guys. So, and James Tynan, like he had disappeared for a while, and boom, he's back. Not only has he got this Exquisite Corpses, but he's got World Tree. So that's what, issue 14. So that one's back. That's such a messed up story too, like about the deep web, internet, serial killer kind of deal. And then here's Exquisite Corpses. So I grabbed, which cover is this? This is the C cover. It's in a poly bag. And I asked my Brian, I said, why is it in the poly bag? Is it got a weird ass cover that's something like risque? And he goes, no, there's a card in here. So apparently what's going to happen with this is going to be a video game. And there's a card in here. And you can follow along in the game or something with the card. So I went, all right. So I told him, I said, yeah, when I get home, I'm ripping into that bag. I want me my card. Yeah, sacrilege. Tearing into the bag like a savage. Tearing into the bag. No longer minted bag. Yeah, get out of there, bag. We don't want you. We want the book. There she is. She's free from her prison. All right, let's see. Oh, there's the card. So there's actually, this is a fake cover. Here's the card. Oh, cool. So Lone Gunman on the back, and it's kind of like a foily thing. It's called Skill Flashbang. So I wonder if there's going to be different covers or different cards. You got to like collect them all. So this was the paper thing. The card fell out, and then it's just got looks like the normal cover. Well, similar to the A cover. That is pretty cool. So this is just some kind of weird card thing. Wow. All right. So we're going to load that into a bag and board. And then what I think I'm going to do is put this thing in the back of it. And then put the card in here too. Should put the card facing out. Nice. Actually, you know what? I'll just kind of sit it there so you guys can bask in all its glory. So that's James Tynan's brand new book. Now, there was a preview for this book that I read, and I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, this is, yeah, see, open that bag. Damn right. I cracked a freaking, if you guys watched my video on the Grimm's Ghost Stories, I cracked that sucker out there. I cracked that thing so hard I was worried I bent the book. But the book's okay. That was Grimm's Ghost Stories 44. I pulled that out, and then I used the old scissors and cut her out of the bag, put her into a board, back and board, and we're good. Yeah, it is a pretty cool looking card. With the, like Tina and I are like foil crazy. We love our freaking foil. So it's got that, it almost looks like blood splattered foil through the card, which is pretty freaking cool. I like that. So it says deal 2 damage to target killer. That killer and each killer beside them are now maimed. Wow. So this is almost like, oh, I see this. So it's a card game. So it's attack 5, something 2, and hit 13, or A, B, and H, whatever that's going to mean. Lone Gunman, and there's like a little gun up in the corner. That is pretty neat. Okay, so it's a card game. So there's a new rabbit hole for us as collectors. So what are we going to end up doing now? We're going to be collecting goddamn cards from these guys. Right? Right? Yep, just take my money. Take my damn money. Which one was this one? This one is A, B, C, D, E. Yes, I can do the alphabet. So E. This is the E cover, which is a virgin variant, and it is a Jenny Frizen. Oh yeah, baby. Got to get me my Jenny Frizen. What should I do with the card? Let's just keep leaving it up. So put my Jenny Frizen. Haven't even got to the A cover. The last one is the A cover, but it's just different color. This is the A cover. So I had to get me my standard A cover. I don't even know what this is. It's a $5 book, so it's $6.30 here. Yeah, so the A cover and the one with the card are basically the same, just coloration difference. That's all. Yeah, so that's my A cover. Let's just leave the Jenny Frizen up there because you just saw this one. So that's the A cover because we can bask in the gloriousness that is Jenny Frizen. Where's my 1 in 25? Right here. So this is the 1 in 25, now purchased for cover price. And it's got some weird ass, creepy ass bunny thing on it. So this is the 1 in 25 for $5. So anybody else that had to buy this book from them would have paid $25 for it. So yeah, I'm okay with that. That is creepy as hell. Because inside the bunny, you can see there's a little dude's face there. Creepy as hell. It's like those Furbies. So I believe the premise of this book is it's something like The Purge. It's similar to The Purge, where these rich people are just, they get to go around and murder people. It's along those lines. So that's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, creepy cover. Let's put the card right there. Super creepy card. So that means I got the A cover, I got the E cover with Jenny Frizen, and the one with the card in it. So I think they had a couple of more covers there, but that was what I was willing to go and grab today. So we shall see on that one. All right, what else did I grab? So yeah, Marvel. I still got Marvel going here. I got Marvel X-Men, number 15. This is the Peach Momoko series. So, I mean, Peach Momoko, she is, this is a hit and miss for some people. Some people, don't like the peach. Me, I don't have a problem with the peach. I'm okay with her. And it's such a weird story, but I'm enjoying this weirdness of this story because it's not your standard type of Marvel stuff. So I'm okay with it. I think I'll put the card in the back of there for now and throw all my exquisite corpses together. So I guess that's the C cover. We got the Jenny Frizen and the 1 in 25. There are other covers, and I'll probably end up getting them. I've already read the preview for the story, so I'm okay with it because I like the story. So we're all in. Yeah, so we got the X-Men. I'm enjoying the Red Hulk too. Picked up my Red Hulk. I'm getting these some of these tie-ins for the One World Under Doom. You saw that I got the One World Under Doom number 4. I guess it's going to be coming to an end, and his inevitable demise. Or I wonder who's going to become the Sorcerer Supreme. You think it's going to be like in the movies where Wong takes over now? Maybe Wong's going to actually get it, because right now we've got Doctor Strange is on Asgard, right? So he's doing all that stuff right now. And then my very last book, we're back to, well, not back to, Dynamite. Got Thundercats. Lost. This number 2. My guy Ed Brisson. He's a local from Oshawa. See, all the best writers are Canadian writers. They're fantastic. You got Chip Zdarsky, you got Jeff Lemire, you got Ed Brisson. Excellent stuff. And they're putting out some killer books. All right. Oh, and he left me some extras. So I got 3 extra bags and boards. So I guess I can put some of my freebies in there. I just have to remember that they're my freebies. So we're good. Brad, my brother from Alberta. Is it summer yet? Yeah. We finally got the good weather here. It's still, winter still wants to keep blowing in, but you know what? It's getting better and better. I picked up Vicarious. This is one of my free books, number 3, because I think I have 1 and 2 of this. Also free books. What else did I grab? RuneScape number 2. These are all my freebies, along with all those posters. And everybody keeps telling me that World's Finest is good, so we had a couple of higher issues in there, number 34 and number 37, so I grabbed them for now. I still have... Did I read the annual? I think it's upstairs. I don't think I read the annual yet. Because there's annual number 1 came out, and I picked that one up as a freebie. And then issue 37 of World's Finest, so... Can't beat the price, right? So Eddie's got some good weather going on. That's cool. Yeah, Brad. Yeah, mud season. That's typically what happens here too. Because May, now we just got the rain. This weekend coming up here in Canada is May 2-4 weekend is what we call it, which is traditionally it's Queen Victoria's birthday, and we celebrate it on the Monday. Some people get the Friday and the Monday off, but we here in Ontario we get the Monday off, so it's a long weekend. Which is cool because at work they usually let us out an hour early on Friday, so that's a bonus. Gotta like that. So yeah, that's my haul. Tremendous amount of books. Leave that one up there with the Trev logo since it's his slot, and I've taken over once again, which is cool. So I hope you guys made it out to your LCS and got some stuff. Ooh, what's this stuff now? Now I have demo screen and demo screen 2. Ooh, what does that do? Show on stage. Oh, what can I put in there? Can I like put stuff in there? That's pretty cool. What happens if I want to go back to the main? Oh, there we go. Go back to the main. So what the hell can I put in the demo screens? Huh. Every time I come in here, there's some like new buttons and shit on here. So I don't know if they've added stuff on there, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, Brad, I get that sometimes too. We get some shitty time. My grandmother always said, never plant before May 2-4. So I'm trying to get all my garden beds ready and going to be picking up my plants. Last year, Christ, I didn't get planting anything until frickin' June. It was June before I got all my plants in. So hopefully this year, next week or so, I think, it was the middle. I think it was the middle of June. Yeah, Richard, I get it. Yeah, you have to work and pay attention to the road or machinery or something like that so you don't die horrifically. That's good. That's always good. What other poster did I get? I haven't even looked at all the posters. I just grabbed whatever ones that he had there. He had a DC one. I don't even know what this one is. You guys will be able to see it. Power Company? What the hell was this? The Power Company Recharged. Wow, that's pretty cool. Wicked characters. I like the lightning things on the guy's chest plate. That's cool. So who the hell are these guys? Josiah Powers Super Team is back in business. All right. That's another big ass poster to put up. I'm going to have room maybe behind me or over here, but I don't want to. Well, actually, yeah, I got to get frames for those. That's something I got to get at those thrift stores too. I got to measure my Rook Exodus and my Wonder Woman because both those were signed. So actually, you can't see it, but there. My Rook Exodus. I got that one signed by Jason Fabok at Gotham Central Comics when he was doing his big signing. And then the other one is, who the hell did sign that one? I was at Fan Expo. My memory's great, but it's really short. Black Lightning? Okay, so that's Black Lightning. Okay, yeah. Yes, yeah, that's right, Tina. Work happens. And that's what we got to do. Everybody's working until this crazy freaking voice decided to go live because he raced home once again and no Trev. That's all right because Trev usually has some movies and stuff like that up. I saw the latest trailer for Superman. That looked pretty wild. That popped up on my feed and I started watching that. So they get a little more detail on what's going on with the villains and stuff. Definitely going to be Brainiac. is going to be one of the villains in that one. So that looks pretty wild. Oh, Tina's off today. Even better. Yeah, so Brad, you got the same memory like me. It's a trap. Nothing gets out. I always say that I got a really, really good memory. It's just very short. Yeah, you miss everything else during the week. So you had the day off today. You were ready for Trev's show, and then no Trev. And then you got me as a poor substitute. Oh, okay, Eddie, that's good. Blippy, putting me to sleep. Yeah, whatever Blippy is. Okay. That works out. Yeah, so I was here to save the day and show some books, which is pretty cool. So that's quite a stack. I'm really looking forward to the James Tynan, World Tree. I've enjoyed that series, but now this new one of his. So how many? So 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 Marvels. Where's the rest of the Marvels? There was more than that. So I've got One World Under Doom, Spider-Verse. So that's 3, 4, 5. So that's 6. 6 of the Marvels, 1 DC, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of the 7. So Image wins again. Exquisite Corpses, man, that's the big one today. I got to put that one back up there. So that was the A cover. That's neat how they did that. So they just had the same as the A cover, just slightly different, but with that card. So it's going to be a card game. I wonder how many they're going to be in the deck. Probably lots. And I wonder if all the poly bags had different cards in them, or if it was all the same one. Got to collect them all. So everybody's seems to be going card crazy lately. A TV kiddie show? Oh, yeah. It's with the grandbabies, right? Yeah, grandbabies got to see this stuff. I get it. I got to watch all that stuff, and then it drives the adults crazy. Ooh-wee. So, got some good books to take with me tomorrow to work. Oh, boy, every day. So, yeah, I got another new short box. So, my cabinet is all full, and I got to shift all my Marvel books over. That's going to be a massive undertaking. I got some labels for my Wonder Woman books, some more DC labels, getting the room cleaned up a little bit. And yeah, Tina, you know what? I might fire these damn posters right on the ceiling and cover up all the frickin' holes. I have other tiles to replace those and hammer them up into there. I just been lazy and haven't done any of it. So I just don't angle the camera upwards so that you guys can see it, like doing something like that. So you can see the one missing tile there. So I usually angle it downwards like that so you can still see the books that I present, but not see the top row of my slabs up there. So that's why I decided to hang just a couple there so then I can just highlight whatever cool books. So I thought I'd throw my Mads up there for now. What's that? Then I try to escape and he hunts me down. Yeah, little kids will do that. That's where all the asbestos went, I was wondering. Yeah. I have no idea how old these bloody roof tiles are, but I'm probably no doubt that they're freaking asbestos. Yeah, the ghost doesn't come through. Don't worry, they're afraid of me. I shall exorcise the demons, especially with all the stuff I got in here. What time we got? 47. So yeah, I'll stick around for another 13 minutes or so. We'll go till 6, and then we'll call it a day. Then everybody can move on with their nights, and I can move on with my night, get some food in me, throw some groceries down the throat, and, start flipping through the books. I might end up just flipping through and reading this one now, just because, it looks really cool. That Jenny Frison, boy, oh boy. Yeah, and they got a bunch of different creepy, now I'm looking at the background on this one. I can see it a little better. So there's a bunch of different characters on there, and they got all these different masks and stuff. So the fox mask is that one. You got the bunny mask with the samurai sword. But that Jenny Frison, man, oh man. If I ever get to Heroes Con, I am definitely going to stand in her lineup, and I'm getting the signatures for sure on hers, because that is cool. But the big W for me this week is that 1 in 25 creepy ass cover. Be careful. That one. Introduce yourself, grandson to Scooby-Doo. Yeah, Scooby-Doo. That'll definitely keep the attention. That's what you need with these kids. I mean, their attention span is pretty limited depending on how old he is. I was watching this little boy who was on the train. He was probably about 4 or 5 years old and just asking millions of questions over and over again. Attention span just does not stick. So you gotta have a show that has excitement constantly going to keep their attention. Otherwise, they just move on and do other stuff. Kind of like me, you know. Oh, look, something shiny. And that's typically what happens. So it's interesting that I've got all these different screens now. Demo screen 1, demo screen 2, new scene. I guess this is, it's the beta version. So I have the beta version. I'm assuming it's still free because I didn't have to pay for it. So that's cool. Yeah, shiny where? Yeah, I am horrible for that. You know, I'll wander off, try to stay on topic. The ADD gets to me. Jenny Frizen. So yeah, I have 0 things prepped here. It's just me talking. Like Trev would have like all kinds of stuff ready to go, YouTube stuff and trailers. But I can shout out people though. Yeah, I can shout out Trev the Shipping Guru, and I've stolen his spot once again, so that's cool. Who else? We got Tina the OGness in the audience, and she's awesome. There's Brad. He posts some shorts every now and again, showing us all the cool books that he gets into. Eddie's got an awesome channel. Eddie in the Bat Cave, always checking out the cool stuff that he picks up. We got Dope Comics. He's up to 900 subs now. Man, oh man, that guy just took off from just doing stupid stuff on there, and I guess that's what sells. People love the stupid shit, or you know, there's a cult following for the horror stuff, and he's got one killer of a room, like all those horror masks, that giant Frankenstein, all the guitars. Like he's got some cool shit in there, and he's into the weird crap that I like. So I'm a big fan of Dope Show. I think I got onto his channel from, it was Madam and Master and Madam Blaster, because they were talking about him, and that's why I went over to that channel. And now I've seen that Reggie Collects, he's back. He isn't back full on like he used to be. I don't know if he's just kind of dipping his toes into it, but he seems to be, you know, he's doing his channel. He's doing his, he hasn't done a live, but he's been doing videos. He's posting videos, shorts. He's doing a big giveaway right now. He picked out a slab, $220 or something that he's selling. So, or sorry, giving away. So you can go check out his channel and find out his little instructions on how to get in. I think he's kind of pushing the Whatnot app. So if you're on Whatnot app and you have a username on there, you can put that into his comment section, and that gets you the ability to get into the draw for that free book of his. And it's pretty legit. So Mr. Vogs, how's it going, Will? Yeah, there was no Trev, so I came on. I'm assuming, Will, that you're going to hang out on Chris the Comic Vet. So he's going to be Show Us What You Got. And that'll be coming up in another hour or so. He comes on at 7. Yeah, 7. So you got to check out Chris the Comic Vet. He gets usually just loaded. There will be like 9 people on there, and he'll go for a couple hours. And it's to Show Us What You Got. And what else does he do on there? He tells you like north of 50, south of 50, or whatever that you spent on your books this week. This was a heavy week for me. So I am definitely north of 50. Yeah. I don't know, Will. I might be on it later on tonight. We'll see if I'll definitely be in the chat. I'll be in their chat yapping away, but I don't know if I'll make it on and make the cut, because he's usually got a full house, which is pretty good. And then everybody shows off their cool books that they picked up for the week. And might be, you got to get the notepad out because there might be stuff that you missed. I think on my list this week, I actually did pretty good on my list. I don't know if I was missing anything. There was a weird title that showed up because I watch Bueller. So Comics with Bueller, every week he puts out the list of the new books that are out. I have my standard pull list at the LCS, and then I just pick up some weird books on occasion. I think there was one that was a weird one. What the hell was it called? Searching. The Cold Witch? I think it's called The Cold Witch. I think that was the only book that I didn't find. Yeah. Oh, and there was another one, but I just did it all in letters because it's got a huge ass long name, and it's about these exorcists. And the artwork is really weird on it. Yeah, well, I don't know, Will. Yeah, you just randomly pick up books, right? I do the same thing. Like I have my pull list of my regular books, but every week I like to, like, there's always new number ones and stuff out, and I like to try like new titles and new books and see if they're any good. I'll give them a couple of issues, usually 2, 3, and if they suck, I drop them like they're hot. Some people give them one and that's it. They're one and done. Dope's kind of like that. If he doesn't like it right off the hot out of the gate, dead to him. And I can respect that. But I'll give the book a couple of tries. Yeah, the Rogue one. Some of the Marvel stuff is good. One World Under Doom. I've been enjoying it. I'm not going hard on the damn variants though, like all the side stories, because Marvel's notorious for that. They'll have go to get this book, and then you got to get into Fantastic Four and the Spider-Man and this book to catch all the rest of the story, and then they'll usually have all these side stories, and it's like, are they any good? Some of them are crap, or the better yet, at the end, when it's all over with and all the FOMO's done, that's when I can find those books in the free thing. Because usually Brian will have extra ones left over. So I don't get into all those side books because I'm probably going to end up getting them for free at the end. And then I'll be able to read and see if they're any good. Yeah, that's me too, Eddie. I just want to get the main books, get the arc, and then done. Because you start getting into all these side stories, man. Some of them don't even relate to the main book, right? That's the part that pisses me off. That whole Empire series, when you got all those, I went hard on that Empire and all those side books, and half of them had nothing to do with the main story. And I was just pissed buying all these extra books, getting variants and stuff. But that was, when I was getting back into the hobby and I was getting all that crap. So when you have an LCS like mine where you can get free books, I don't go hard on those variants or hard on those side stories because they might show up in there. Well, almost guaranteed they're going to show up, or they'll end up in the cheap bins. Because I've got the other guy, my buddy Matt in Oshawa, who's got not Worlds Collide, because that's my LCS. He's got Captive Audience Comics. It's just an online store. He's got his house, and I can usually pop by his place and we do a game night at his place with a few of the other customers of his. But he has a full-time job, and he just kind of does the comic stuff on the side, and he just exclusively sells online. So Wednesday he has his high-grade comic auctions, and then on Friday it's a claim sale. And a lot of times I'll see these books on a claim sale for $2, like what I did with House of Slaughter. I was paying the $5-6 and going crazy on the first few issues, and then I just kind of petered out. And now I've been picking them up off of him. All the rest of the series, now they stopped at 30 for $2 a book. And I mean, these things are mint. So why pay the $5-6 when I can just wait? And more than likely, I'll show up in a $2 auction from him. So you got to pick your battles. That's what I'm kind of saying, folks. You got to pick your battles. So you don't always have to go hard in on all these new books. Are we coming up onto 3 minutes? 3 minutes, 3 minutes, folks. 3 minutes. Oh, I'm seeing I was talking to Matt, and I was going to go over and pick up my books, but he can't do it, so it's a good thing. Sorry, Matt. I ended up coming home, and here I am live. So, yeah, I've done a whole bunch of shout-outs, and I didn't have the side screen to show their information and stuff, but maybe I'll spend some time and I'll put it all in the comment section underneath, or the description thing. I can throw it all in there. Yeah, thanks, Tina. Thanks you guys for showing up. That was awesome. I don't know how many people are ended up in the chat. There was like 4 or 5 of you, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I do the same thing, Will. I pick up the stuff that that looks cool. And yeah, thank you guys for popping in. So if Trev doesn't go live and I make it home in time, I will just immediately go live without any advertising whatsoever. So that could be a thing, you know. Or I might even fit myself in the slot between Trev and Chris, because I see that 6 to 7 might be open. So maybe I could do that, because then I could be home prepared and then go live right after Trev. But it gets redundant, because you got one, show us your stuff, show us your stuff, show us your stuff, and it's all the same stuff. So I don't know. I had fun. I came on, I got to go live, I got to do this stuff, which means I don't have to do the voices choices because I just did it, kind of, sort of. So there we go. So let's see. Okay, what do we normally do? What's coming up? Tomorrow night I'm going to be on Gary B, and our triumphant return of Digger Jim is going to come back. So that's cool. This Saturday at 11 is going to be a special episode of Gary B's. He's going to have Jim Zub, another Canadian, who does um, Conan. So he's going to be on at 11 o'clock on Saturday, and I'm going to be co-hosting on that one with somebody else. I forget who it is. He told me, but it's somebody, and that's going to be really cool. So I'm going to have to pull out some of the books that I had that were going to Gary B, because one of them's got some signatures of Jim Zub and a little hidden message in there. So I might just show him that to tease the crap out of him, and then he's really going to want me to send that book. So I'm glad you guys showed up. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Yeah, and we will see you guys on the next one. So take care.